Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Wine in Thailand. We are today in the Bintabat, and we're going to talk about buying a house in Thailand. I am with my friend from PG Travel, Peter, and I believe, Peter, you actually bought a condo in Thailand, haven't you?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Why?
Why?
I just want to know why.
Okay,
I just want to know, wait, before I tell you why, I want to tell you why the why. Why would anybody with an IQ of 20 plus will come to Thailand and buy a house in a country where you never will be the owner of the land?
I bought a condo.
And that's something I cannot understand. So a condo, because his condo is actually on the cloud. That's something I don't understand. And I wish somebody will explain to me, why will anyone come to Thailand and buy a house in a country where the Thai, they preserve their land so well that the foreigner will never be the owner of the land? So, Peter.
Yeah, basically, I was renting anyway. I was staying here for, say, 6 months, 8 months every year. I was renting all that time, and I realized for just buy long term, and I'm talking long term for somebody my age, I figured out it's not, I'm not saying it's financially
a normal thing to do.
Yeah, it's financially, I'm not going to say it's the best thing you could do financially, but if you want to have somewhere permanent for yourself, where you can keep your stuff, you can always come back, you can decorate it how you want, then for me, it worked out as a decent option. I wouldn't say it's for everyone, but it works.
It's a normal thing for a young lad to do, even for me. Even me, I bought some land, but it's normal for anybody to buy a house and in 20 years see it prospect. But why in Thailand?
It's not an investment. One thing I would say, something you have to get your head around, is something different here is property depreciates. I think as long as you understand that, then you're fine. Property doesn't
and also the weather in Thailand, everything degrades very fast. Especially here, we are on the seaside, so you've got the heat and the seaside and the rainy season and the extreme weather. Your house needs repair every year.
If you're buying a condo, you need it to be somewhere where the management of the condo is going to maintain the
your water pump needs.
I got lucky on that, but that was more luck than judgment. You want to research the company that manages the condo first. I didn't research it, I was just lucky. But this is all condos, though. We're talking condos.
The same for the houses, because the regulation, the thickness of the wall of your house is not the same as in Europe, where it's that solid. Here it's very thin. Your water pump, you're gonna change it every year. Your pump for the swimming pool, you're gonna change it every year, because everything is low cost because you are in Thailand. But we're gonna explain what is the best to buy a condo, to buy a house, to buy or not to buy. This is the question.
So you tell us then, can I buy a house? Let's say if I wanted to buy a house, could I buy a house?
No, you cannot buy, because people from the property offices, of course, they see you coming. Hello, I want to buy a house. Of course, sir, but I cannot. Of course, you can. You sure? Let me show you how. and if you fall for that, well done. You are in the Western. You are in
you can see why people do fall for that. When you look at the temptation, you walk past these property offices, and there's amazing houses for, say, like 5 million, 10 million baht. That's like what, 100,000 euros, 200,000 euros for amazing big houses with a pool. But obviously, like we said, as a foreigner, you can't own land here, which is a law I agree with. I think it's good, and I wish they did that.
They preserve the country. I wish they were doing the same in France. Believe me.
But so you can't complain about that. But obviously, everyone wants the houses, so they try and find a workaround. So go on, you tell us what the workaround.
No, not me. I actually bought some land, but the land is not in my name.
Yeah, so you bought your girlfriend some land.
Exactly.
Okay.
I bought my girlfriend some land.
What's the two ways then that people try and buy property in their name?
There's two ways: legal, illegal.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
The only legal option.
I'd say legal and semi-legal if we're being nice about it. So at least, shall I explain it?
Okay, go ahead. But all I know, my legal option is easy. You have to have a Thai person.
Buy for someone else.
Buy for someone else that belongs to your family, your girlfriend. So hopefully it doesn't start.
There's two ways then. So you can either get a leasehold. This is what most people do when they buy a house. They'll buy the house with a 30-year lease. There will be an agreement to extend the 30-year lease, but it's a little bit dodgy. So you buy the house, and all the ones you see in the real estate offices, then the price you see, this is the price for a 30-year lease.
30 years lease. So, and also, my friend, a French guy, I actually did that. He bought a house. because he was not sure if he was going to put the name of his girlfriend on the house. He very hesitated. And I told him, why did you hesitate? He said, because we only been together for 1 month. I said, okay, you did very well. Anyway, he bought that on a leasehold. But that means that now...
If you're older, I can understand that.
No, but wait, because now, if he wants to sell the house, he has to pay. He has to pay the landowner.
I think they pay to renew the lease, don't they?
Exactly.
Because if you have it for 10 years, then you're trying to sell a 20-year lease.
So it's not your girlfriend that's going to get a house. It's somebody, you're paying somebody. There's always somebody involved due to the fact that you can not owe land in Thailand.
If you go into that with your eyes open and you understand what's going on, I don't think it's that bad. But I think some people think they're just buying a house. Obviously, you're not. But the other way of doing it, this is the less legal way. That's quite common as well. And a lot of the big developments do this. And that's where they set up a company structure. So the company will be owned 49% by the foreigner and the 51% by some
Same as the condo, yes.
Yeah, so some people. And then that company owns the land and the house. And obviously you're the majority shareholder if the 51% is split. But again, this is not really legal. They'll tell you in the property offices that it is, but you're setting up it's called like a ghost company. Because the company
the ghost.
Yeah,
you have to pay for that.
Yeah, you have to pay each year for accountants and things. But that company, because it's not really a company, it's not trading.
You have to pay you have to pay for the ghost shareholder.
Yeah.
You have to pay a lot.
This is dodgy.
This is you trying to buy a house in Thailand, knowing that you cannot buy a house in Thailand, knowing that you cannot owe the land in Thailand.
Yeah,
what can you do?
So this is the option that you think is the best option. That I think
is not the worst option. But if you're having a life in Thailand and you have a girlfriend for many years and you have to buy a house, put the land. Basically, there is the land and the house. Put the land on your name's girlfriend. If you've been here with her for a long time, not 1 month.
Maybe if you're married with kids or something, I would agree with that.
Voilà, but get married first.
If you're married with kids to a local, obviously your kids then are Thai citizens, put the land in their name.
You can actually go to a lawyer and write down your contract with your girlfriend, saying that if you split up, she has to give you back the land.
Have you ever heard of that working? So what was the third way? I'd say this is the least safe of the three, but you think is the best of the three.
No, this is the only way. The only way, unless you want to get somebody else rich, actually, you're going to come to Thailand, you're going to get a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And you're going to get for 2, 3, 4, 5 years, you're going to meet the family, and then suddenly you decide to buy a house.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't forget that in Thailand, all the guys that turned here, they're 60 years old.
So who are you buying a house for?
For you, for the family, for the family.
Okay.
For the family. And you can actually see if your family is suitable for you, if they're going to accept you, and if you are able to stay in Thailand.
So what happens is the difficult one now. What happens? You meet the family, and they're clearly not a good family, which a lot of the families of the girls who get with white guys.
Stay away.
Then the girl wants you to buy the property in her name. So what do? You can't really say no, can you?
Good luck. I need good luck to you.
Yeah, that's when you're in a dilemma.
If you have the girlfriend, then if you have the support of the family, then it can be you can be cruising.
What Philippe's trying to say is he thinks the best way of getting yourself a house in Thailand is basically to buy it for your girlfriend. That's what you're trying to say.
No, to put the land on the name of the girlfriend.
So whose land is it then?
Your girlfriend.
Yeah, so you're buying it for your girlfriend.
You buy the house on top, but this is the only way. Unless you want to deal with
what are you going to do? So you split up, you're going to take the house with...
Either you don't buy,
or
if you buy, the only option is your girlfriend.
Yeah, but then you're buying it for her. And obviously, whilst you're together, that's
maybe I'm wrong.
Think about this then. Imagine the amount of money and think of the temptation you're putting into your girlfriend's head.
Absolutely.
With your
before you do that, please. I know you are in Thailand. I know the brain stops working as soon as you land in Suvarnabhumi. But please, before you do such a move, you're not going to put the land on your name's girlfriend the same way you're going to go and buy a pack of Marlboro Light in 7-Eleven.
People do.
Yes, it's true. Look, my friend.
The problem I have when people buy land for their girlfriend or buy a house for their girlfriend. You're buying like a property worth maybe 20 years' salary for that girl. in her name. So imagine that in a Western country. It'd be like buying a house for £500,000 or euros for a girl that you've probably known for a year or two in that name. So imagine what happens the first time you have an argument. That first argument, she's thinking, I can kick him out, and I've got £500,000.
Of course,
years.
But no, but don't forget also, she will look at you saying, "Wow, this is the man that put a house on my name for me when I'm old. Believe me, I'm going to take care of him. Believe me, I'm going to make him proud." You actually lost
when things are good.
You actually lost hope in human beings, and especially in Thai people.
No, Thai bar girls and the girls that get with white guys.
Don't you ever think of first having a girlfriend from a Thai bar and then give her the house?
But that's what most people do. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy.
That's a different subject, because the bar girl might have 5 houses already.
Yeah, exactly. If you're with a girl, you really have to just think, where did you meet this girl? But this is my issue. Most of the guys that you hear about who buy houses and things in the name of the girlfriend, they met the girlfriend in a bar or in somewhere you shouldn't really be meeting a girlfriend, and then buy them a house, and then they have the first argument they have, the girl just kicks them out. And it's a lot of girls, it's their entire game plan is to find a white guy, get him to buy him a house, and get rid of him. And then do repeat.
Yes, no, of course. On the previous video, we talked about the bar girl, and the bar girl, they're not that bad, Masha. But to have a girlfriend and to find a girlfriend that you want to actually invest in Thailand, please be careful. You are in Thailand, you know, it's full of stories of people losing absolutely everything. If you're not aware, you know, just you close exactly. Oh, that's the in Pattaya. There's so many.
Pattaya Flying Club.
It's called the Pattaya Flying Club.
Let me give some sensible advice then, because you can own a condo in your name. You can own it freehold. Now, not everyone wants to live in a condo. I understand that, but what I would say is a good idea. If you don't want to live in a condo, but you do want to own property here, why not buy a condo? Rent the condo out, use that rental income to rent yourself a house. And then obviously if rental prices go up in a few years, well, so will the rental price of your condo. And then you've got property, but that's done in your name, and you live in a house. I'd say that's not bad advice.
Oh, the best advice is be careful who you listen to when you want to buy something, because there's those beautiful property girls. They will sell you everything, make you believe in everything. Condo is really the last option. Bear in mind that the condos are not built on a cloud; they are built on the land. So that land belongs to somewhere, and that someone can change his mind anytime.
So the only time I've heard of condos where they're going wrong for condos is when people buy them off plan, and then the development never finishes. So to buy off plans when you buy it before it's finished, you get a big discount. You know, they'll go for the heavy sales pitch, and then you buy it, and then it just doesn't happen. It goes bankrupt, and obviously your money's just gone. That's when it goes wrong. But other than that, I've never heard of people buying condos and it really going wrong. But maybe the maintenance of the condo.
We do hear every day stories about Pharaoh who lost their house big time because they put on the name of the wrong girlfriend. But never really heard about condos. That's right. That's true. So when you buy a house in Thailand, be careful, study, make sure. Yes.
I was gonna say with condos, I would say not to buy off plan unless it was like nearly finished and like it's obviously nearly finished. Then that's not so bad. But I would say buy it when it's finished. Also, you could buy one that's already been lived in for a few years, because here property is not an investment. They actually depreciate. So if you buy a condo that's like 5 years old, you'll get a big discount off of the new price. So, I mean, I remember seeing some, Sport Villa, where we used to live. Yes. I mean, this is an old building. It's like a 20-year-old, 30-year-old condo building. You can buy a condo there for about 800,000 baht. That's like 20,000
Yeah, the small investment.
I mean, it's an old building, but because of that, they're cheaper, property depreciates.
That's something from the next video, the investment in Hua Hin. I tell you, now we're supposed to be on the high season, and we don't have any tourists. So it's not the time to buy a house in Thailand, and it's also maybe not the time to invest in Thailand. You live here, yes.
If you want to run a business, then it might be a problem.
But that we will talk about it on the next video. For today, that's all we can say. I hope you do the right choice. If you're not sure, ask. We've been here for a long time. Don't hesitate. If you think you're doing a mistake, you are doing a mistake. So don't forget to send us a comment, and I'll let you know. Have a good one. Bye. Thanks.